on the other hand, I see this. I don't know.
And they didn't like that you were waffling.
Well, I felt that I was feeling a lot of pressure to provide a concrete answer, Toph.
Okay, name, I don't know. Okay, give me one example here, just so I can paint the picture.
Did Mango get robbed? With rankings.
Right, and they want you to. They want somebody to come on and say.
That was the upshot. Yeah, either yes or no.
Right.
Rankings are a very subjective thing, Toph.
But you're a very complete and, you take a holistic view to things.
I didn't feel that I had the time to wax poetic either. I felt like I had to fit it into a smaller container, Toph.
Yeah, like an elevator pitch.
Right. If I felt unbounded time, then maybe I would have talked about the nature of the finite and the infinite and how rankings are a finite metric of something that cannot fully be measured. And
yeah. I would have really liked to. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to go back and just watch it at some point because I want to hear all the points you're making. But, hey, I'm very impressed that you were able to win it in spite of the fact that, you felt like it wasn't necessarily stylistically.
Yeah.
And by the way, wow, I have not seen XL0 in a minute. So I think, the new school guys are going to be more familiar with Zuppy. Zuppy, a very established box fox, just got ranked pretty high. I think top 50-ish area, top 40 maybe even. I don't know, pretty high. XL0 though, I remember XL0 was going to a lot of the, I want to say like 2013, 2014, like Apex. The super majors of that era. XL0 is from, hang on, is that DR or PR? It's one of those.
I don't know.
I'm bad. I should be better with country flags.
Production will tell us in our year.
I think it's DR. I think it's PR. Anyway. Yeah, Puerto Rico, which is really cool because I don't know. I don't really feel like I know much about the Smash scene from Puerto Rico, but we got XL0. He actually is quite an old school player, and he was very good with Peach. I remember, he definitely had some really big wins at Apex 2014, Apex 2015, tournaments like that.
That's a long time ago, 2014, 2015.
So much has changed, and yet so
much has stayed the same. I mean, we were talking earlier just about the history of Genesis and how it's a tournament where this Peach player from Sweden and Genesis 1 came to the U.S. and we just we didn't think that the level of talent was there to get somebody to be good enough to do what Armada was doing,
Right. You feel like you rise to the, the level of your peers, your immediate area. At least back then.
I've been talking about Melee as a campfire, and different regions have it burns brighter or less so based on how many people are currently investing in it in that local area. But the internet makes it so that we sort of have a shared flame, which is so cool because it means that people from all around the world have a much better opportunity to participate in a big fire. But back in the day, in 2009, when Armada was practicing, he did not have access to the U.S. meta. He couldn't get warmed by that fire. Only by YouTube videos, pretty much. Which there were some, but back then there were far fewer.
Yeah, he had to do a lot of analysis and solo practice. There wasn't really, these days, if you're I've seen Leffen and Zane just play. And they'll just, I mean, it's not the most perfect connection or what have you, but
that's super cool.
It's not that bad. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you'll take that, right?
Yes.
Zuppy pulling ahead in this game, but I mean, XL0, I would say, okay, that last stock got kind of run over a little bit, but was putting some really good stuff together up until then. It's just a question, I think, when you're playing someone like, I mean, Zuppy is really not going to drop anything. He's really technically proficient. I like to tell this story of Zuppy. Okay, so what do I think about Zuppy? Dude, okay. He anchored. We did draft crew battles at Gommel past year. And somehow I find myself on Zuppy's crew. And basically it was like me, Zuppy. It was like a weird Goot squad. It was like me and Zuppy and Toussaint and Mateo, who I think just got ranked like literally 100th or something, top 100. And, oh God, who else was on there? There was another... I don't know, man. There was another homie.
But it was a Goon Squad crew.
It was a Goon Squad crew, is the point. It just kind of happened.
You love to be a member of the Goon Squad. Sometimes you see the Goon Squad assemble, you're not quite on the Goon Squad. It's but you love to be on the Goon Squad.
So we, unfortunately, and it was the Swooper. The Swooper, yeah. We had Samus. And we were going up against, literally, it was finals of the crew battle tournament, and it was the Team UK. The 5 best players from the UK, all 5 of them. And all of us were underperforming. All of us kind of got rocked, and then Zuppy goes in. And Zuppy like almost brought the crew battle back like from 4 stocks to 9. Like he
wow.
he clutched up so hard. And in the same event, they also had like a Canada versus USA, or sorry, the World versus USA crew battle, and Zuppy just like flat out beat J-Luke. Like he like just clean 2-stocked him.
Dang.
So I feel like Zuppy's the kind of guy where he rises to the occasion. Because I was like, dude, like most people choke, you know, in crews. It's
Definitely.
very nerve-wracking.
Definitely.
But I've never seen someone play so good in crews relative to like what I expect. And so I'm kind of thinking, you know,
I'm almost wondering if people in the scene just knew how to counter him, you know?
I don't know.
And then
yeah.
if you play somebody who doesn't know your habits, then you're just god tier.
Then you're god tier. Well, XL0 is not going to know what to expect, right? Because I just can't imagine, you know, Canada to Puerto Rico. I can't imagine they've played before. Oh, missed wave dash. Yeah, if you DI forward.
Yeah, you said Zuppy wasn't going to miss anything, and you know, some people will miss that DI, but he was able to get out of, right? Because that's not perfect. Up throw, down smash. It only works on certain DIs.
Exactly. If
but
you DI
Zuppy
full forward,
didn't fall into it.
Exactly. Yeah, it was really good awareness there. He just like realized, oh my god, I missed the wave dash. Gets grabbed, but does the perfect DI to not get down smashed. And yeah, Peach, you know, you see Peach's chain grabbing fast followers left and right across Final Destination, but it doesn't start at 0. So if you get the grab at 0, you can't actually chain grab. Dreamland
okay, so
now.
Toph, tell me about the fact that it is 2-0 in the round of 256 on winner's side.
Wow, that means we're playing best of 5s.
Now, I want to understand this better. If it's at the round of 256 and we're doing best of 5,
are we going to finish on time?
That must mean that, I mean, there must be a reason for this. I mean, I wonder if we're just at a point where the depth of talent is so high that you actually kind of can't figure out in 2 games which player's better.
Maybe that's where we're at. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, there must be a reason why we want best of 5 this deep out.
This is, yeah,
you know,
this is the furthest
top 8
out.
being best of 5 was actually pretty new for me. The way the community used to do things, every time we would only play best of 5s in basically like
finals,
winners finals, losers finals, grand finals. I think some people used to not run 3 out of 5 at losers finals either.
Wow.
So having top 8 be the marker of best of 5s was like, that was pretty generous. You get to play a lot more melee, basically. But having it at the round of 256 is new for me.
It's new for me too. I remember as recently as some majors last year, you know, there were questions about like, oh, shouldn't we be doing it further out than 64? Further out than top 64. Then it got extended to 96. 256, yeah, that's pretty far out. I have seen some TOs, some TO types say on Twitter that like, actually, because if you paralyze things well enough, it's not that much of a bottleneck in terms of how long the tournament takes to run.
Yeah.
At like this sort of part of the bracket.
I kind of believe it, yeah.
Because you've got all these other TVs, you're running more matches anyway.
Yeah.
So you know, if that's the case, then it doesn't bother me.
If it's a better experience for the players and the viewers and the community, then it's absolutely what we got to be doing.
Yeah, XL0.
Cool that we get to experiment with things.
Right. And XL0 is going to have another chance. I mean, it does let you do this, right? Where tried out the FD counter pick, didn't work out. Zuppy kind of, you know, just didn't give the chain grabs.
Yeah.
You get to try a different counter pick style. But XL0 is going to have to make some progress.
Sometimes if you have a breakthrough, if you just see one thing that you didn't see before, everything can change. I'm thinking literally about Armada Mango at Genesis 1. How Armada was winning 2-0, I believe, in Grand Finals, and I don't know. I have a recollection. Maybe that's wrong, but there was a moment where that set turned around. Yeah,
and that set, like series of set, like the series.
Yeah, and if it wasn't 3 out of 5, I just don't think that Mango could have won. He would have got. So anyway.
Oh wow, yeah.
You never know what can happen from this moment out.
Yeah, I mean this is last stock. It really feels like XL0 powered up a little bit. Okay, gets the grab.
But 3-0 comebacks happen all the time is basically what I'm saying.
I think there's 2 types of Peaches. There's the Peaches that get that first down smash and they go into a grab like XL0 did, and then there's Peaches that do another down smash. XL0 going into a grab tells me something about, you know, his personality and the type of Peach he wants to play.
Ooh, damage.
Oh,
Big damage.
Ouch.
Huge damage.
Yeah, that was like 70 damage. That was pretty optimal, I would say.
Oh my goodness, that Pete took the crown off and smacked that Fox.
That was super close.
And she puts it on so quick that you literally, unless you know that it happens, I guarantee you could have seen Peach forward air 100 times. You think she's just slapping you real hard.
I needed to pause the game.
Yeah,
to
you need to
that.
pause it frame by frame to see it. But she takes the crown off and hits you in the face with it. In Tri-State, someone one time called it the royal treatment. And I'm just so sad that that's not the actual name of her forward air.
Yeah.
It's just so perfect to imagine
that the royal
that's
treatment
the royal
is the name.
treatment. She takes her crown off and smacks you with it. That's the royal treatment.
I like to just pretend it's called that anyway.
And me too. Me too.
It turns out, I think we looked it up at some point. I think royal treatment ended up being the name of one of her throws.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one it was. It was one of them. Stadium, though, I got to tell you, we were talking just yesterday about how, I think we were commentating the Humi Wolke.
Yes.
And how I was basically saying, like, okay, Fox can definitely just beat Peach here. And, like, regardless of the way the rest of the set goes, Fox will just win on Stadium pretty frequently. So I think having this as a counter pick at this point is pretty rough for the Peach.
You got to do 2 games here if you want to win.
You got to do 2 games here. That's a good point. This is a brutal stage for Peach. Fox gets everything. I mean, he's got a lot of room to run and gun. The combos work real nice. The ceiling's kind of low.
Oh my goodness, that was the sickest. So what just happened? It was like, was that slide off or was it wiggle out?
It was
like just a wave land onto the platform.
Yeah, it was a wiggle out air dodge, but the air dodge turned into a wave. Oh, look at this movement from XL0.
This is kooky.
Oh my goodness.
I'm holding my headphones on. Just out of excitement.
It's like how they can't see us talking with our hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, there should be a little talking with your hands cam. That's something production should
maybe you could do it in post, but
do it in post. Yeah, for the
or you could have like a kind of replay on the top left where it's like
commentators talk with their
hands cam.
Oh, that's so sick.
It's like an instant replay.
Yeah.
So people know it's from a minute ago.
From a minute ago.
Yeah.
Dude, wow, XL0's keeping this close. Okay, that's damage. Hang on. Oh!
Yeah, so, I mean, okay, if it's a 2 out of 3, the set's over already, right?
Oh,
but it's 3 out of 5, and XL's,
holy smokes. Oh!
Right,
the waveland!
XL0 won that game 3, but now has to prove it on Stadium. But if they really did figure something out, then even though this is such a hard stage and such a thing to overcome, then if you're actually, you know, it's like it's a test. It's a test. And
so far,
XL0 still can prove that they deserve to move on in the bracket.
Using that's like, I don't know. I'm almost like reminded of like the way Ganondorfs or Sheiks will waveland on platforms to, like, you know, get in closer than you're ready for. And XL0 is doing that with Peach. I've never really seen that. Okay, 72 is a ton of damage, though.
Zuppy hits one more time. Oh, Zuppy. Yeah, what you said about Zuppy just was true as I watched. Zuppy did not drop anything.
Dang.
That was crazy. It's like every time Zuppy made contact and got an